There you go. Cute. You can show it to her now. Hand her back her tablet. There you go. Oh, you. That's one of the other friends I already played with. Oh, okay, awesome. The messages. No, she shouldn't have messages. So can you hand her back her tablet, please? No, we're not doing that. Yeah. We're not doing that. Yep. See, can't play with that yet. All right, hand her back her tablet. Say thank you. You're welcome.
Wow, what a wonderful time to be alive. This is day 6, and special privilege I have to be doing this special live broadcast. I want to say a big thank you to God Almighty who has spared my life to see this great day. And I just want to say thank you everyone that is able to join. Hi everyone. Yeah. So this is a special day in my life because I look at where I was coming from. I can tell you it has not been a very rosy journey, but it's been a worthwhile journey. And the reason why I'm so happy to connect with you guys and to do what I'm doing is because I believe so much in the power of what we can do together. And so I'm still live from city of Atlanta. I came for a special event, and I'm so happy for what I'm experiencing. And part of what I've been talking about, what is happening to me, where I am, I just know that these are the best time to be alive. And then to just look at what God has granted me the opportunity to witness. I owe it to God and to be grateful to everyone that have supported me in this journey. It has not been easy, but God has been faithful. God has been extremely faithful. I'm not sure whether you're able to see me. I want to be sure. Please confirm. I know my video is out, but I want to be sure you're able to see me. I'm grateful to God. So let me share my screen quickly.
Where are your shoes at?
Yeah, I'm on a live call. I'm doing this special live broadcast. Very every so I just want to say thank you everyone that is able to join. If you're able to see me, let me see you say hi. Drop a hi emoji and fire emoji on the chat. Yes, this is it. And I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to God. Well, everything that has happened for the past 1 year, because one of the things that I've learned about the subject of having birthday celebration is all about you being able to see what God has done for you. And if you're able to count your blessing, you will be able to appreciate that God indeed has been faithful to us. And we cannot deny his faithfulness in all ramifications. And I am here as an extension to talk about that faithfulness that I have experienced, that God has done for me, and for everybody that is there that is able to join, or those of you that will still watch this. I want to just say to you that it's God, and without him, I will not be here today. The reason why I'm doing this special broadcast is because I believe that every one of us, God has given us reasons. And when we have that opportunity, we must never, never make light of what that opportunity is able to do. Because God is faithful. And for me, even though I can tell you this is who I am, this is what I do, one of the greatest joy that I have, apart from being alive, is that God has given me the opportunity to understand what it means to truly live. Oh, Mercedes is Adiola, oh, she's an author, she's a coach, she's a founder of this and that. And to those that will get to know me more, maybe this is your first time, or this is the time we're just meeting, I am here to let you know that even though I host, I teach, I train, I mentor, and by God's grace, I have been able to see a space where we can connect the dots with everybody that truly wants to see something great come to pass in their life. And then that is where I am coming from. That is what is fueling my passion, and that is what is helping me to connect with you this afternoon and this evening, as the case may be. So thank you very much for watching. Without much waiting for any much time, I will just quickly want to go straight to why I'm here. And like I've just did, I've introduced myself. And I want to thank everyone for the special greetings, all the birthday greetings. I appreciate it all. It's really, really, I'm so happy and pumped. I want to appreciate everybody that sent out greetings, messages, all of you. And I'm just grateful for all we have been able to do for me. May God bless you all, and may God honor you. So, making good your God-given opportunity. That is because, as my mission is, I said in one of the interviews that I've granted, I sat down one day and I saw a lot of gaps. And how do I mean? I saw a lot of professionals in the African diaspora space community. And I just noticed that none of them is talking about either making effort, making effort to document their story. Nobody is doing anything special to give life to their God-given mission. Many of them are busy, and true to God, it's not as if they don't know that it is expedient for them to do that. But I just discovered that many of them do not just count it as something that is very, very important to do. But today, I am going to make you see the reason why every one of us need to start making those choices and make sure that we give everything we have inside of us to be able to get that space. So what I have for us today, as a matter of fact, is this. I have this understanding that I want to share with every one of us, that in this life, every one of us has been given opportunities. There's a lot of us that we have been given several opportunities to do many things in life, but we will never be able to fully realize the potential that God has given us if we keep ignoring opportunities when they come. And when I say opportunity does not equal outcome, many of us, you can imagine, you can plant 5 seeds of a maize, of a corn in 3 different locations, give them the same sunlight, give them the same water, weed them, the same soil, everything constant, and come after some few weeks or months, depending on the cycle of germination that they have. Do you know what will happen? Not all of them will grow to have the same equal yield. Some, by virtue of life and natural occurrences, some of them may not be able to grow effectively well. Some will have stunted growth. Some will produce, some will be damaged, some will be eaten by different, and this is real. This is something that happens that we don't have power over, But this is where I'm going. And this is what I want to now say it now. By God's grace, every good opportunity that we have in life that God brings our way is like a good seed. And an outcome from that God-given seed depends on you and I, and not the seed. So look at it in this way. God has put a special seed in you. God has put a special gift, a special talent, a special expertise, a special passion inside of you. But the outcome of this talent, the outcome of that gift is dependent on the ground. And when I mean on the ground, on your heart, on the kind of mindset, on your soul, on the kind of environment, on the kind of relationship, on the type of everything voices you suppose sadly open yourself to. This is where it's very important for us to begin to see why and what we are giving our attention to and what we are planting inside our lives. So I would like to say that at this moment, I want every one of us to look at our lives and see at any moment in our life where we've been given opportunity by God to be given a special opportunity in life. Maybe you were appointed into a position, maybe you got admitted into a high tower university, maybe in top-notch university that you did not even expect is going to happen, Any of such things could have been your experience. Or you are given an opportunity to travel out of your country for a special study, and that study really, really help you to move on in life, to move on in your career. And do you know what is very, very, very true, which I don't want you to take lightly, is that every opportunity that God Almighty gives us in life, it is for a particular reason. It is for a particular reason. It is for a particular purpose. And we must never take that purpose for granted. And that is why I was saying in that analogy that all grounds might receive the same seed, only, and that is the story that I want to share with you. If you remember the story that is in the book of Ecclesiastes, in the book of the parable of the sower. In that story, it was stated that they were given the same talent, and the time came. Some fell into a good ground. The soil, look at it, the same soil, but in different. Some fall into a good ground, some into among the thorn, another one fall among the road, another one did not even have the chance. Immediately it was planted, it didn't take long before everything started too. And that is where I want us to begin to look at our lives and see what are the areas, what are those opportunities that God has given us in our life, in what we do, that we have not been giving attention to. That is now looking as if God is not faithful, and that looks as if God owes us something, and that there is a reason why we are not where we're supposed to be, and we are looking at who to blame for that very reason. I want to submit to us today with this special broadcast to let you know that God will not owe anybody, and that if there's anything you don't have, if you look especially inwardly, you are going to see where the issue is. And God bless you to believe that truly you need to look inward so that you will not continue to be blaming others for what actually is yours. So this is where I am now. The next thing I want to share is we have the same seed on different soil. And the issue was not the process. They have the same sunlight, they have the same water, they have the same, pruning and cleaning and everything, depth, the same receptivity, but they all did not, and that is how opportunity is. And I want to usually use this to talk about a story in the book of First King, and this story was about the wisdom of King Solomon. And to many of us that have heard about the story and the wisdom of Solomon that time, you will appreciate the wisdom that God gave Solomon in such a way that he was able to come to a place where the wisdom of God was able to help him, decipher how best to bring justice to two people, in this case, two women. They had equal opportunity. They both have womb. They can give birth. And after 9 months, they both have their baby. They planted the seed, and the seed became a baby. And they were healthy. And they started growing, They were planted well, and the baby were fed. And one was nurturing her opportunity, her baby. The other one, negligence, distraction, made her to neglect her opportunity. And look at what happened at it. Was looking for a way to now blame and shift the blame to others. And do you know what happened is? The wisdom of Solomon was able to use to bring to pass and make sure that justice, accurate justice, was given to the woman that actually have the real justice. That is where I'm going. And so I want you to look at yourself today and begin to see whatever it is that you think you don't have. Everything you think you don't have today that is making you look down on your opportunity. Those are the things I'm talking about now. These are the areas that I want you to begin to look at, because these are the things that is robbing us of what God has put inside of us, so that you and I can be able to appreciate God better, and we can live our life glorifying God. When God gave the wisdom to Solomon, Solomon was able to ask, okay, if you took time to nurture your opportunity, you will not want it to die. And that was how he was able to give justice to the woman that actually needed justice. So how do you and I recognize our God-given opportunities? And how do we make sure that even though it is disguised in problem, in crisis, or in wreck, we will still be able to recognize it and make effort to work on it? If you can't recognize it, you can't realize it. And that is the issue that you and I need to. And so in this challenge, you need to begin to see that this challenge that you are going through, this crisis that you're going through, this thing that is rising like a problem, this situation that you are faced with, where is the opportunity in this thing? And when you are able to check, and you look inward, you will begin to ask the right question. You will not blame. You will not curse your blessings. You will not see why you should shut down and not give recognition and not take time to process the challenge, the problem, the situation, the crisis in the right way, so that it can yield the opportunity that is hidden inside. Let me tell you, this is where every one of us needs to begin to ask for God's grace. That every time we are face to face with challenges, with crisis, with wrecks, with pain, with things that we don't feel happy with, that we will be given the opportunity, the grace to be able to see the opportunity that is disguised inside our challenges. Amen. And when you realize this, that opposition always follows opportunity. no matter how it looks, you will begin to embrace it and you will never, never give up. You will look up, you will appreciate everything you have that is going wrong at the moment, because you know that you are going to, at the end of the day, be able to do what? Be able to laugh. So look at every external opposition that you are seeing now. It is not real. It is not real. And why you are going to know it's not real, because it is just there to see if you are able to go through it. Any threat or whatever, there are three classic internal opponents that is needed for you to withstand, to resist that challenge that is disguising as a problem. And one of the ways that those things continue to present as problem is when we don't know where to draw the line between imposter syndrome, self-doubt, and when there is a conflict between our goals. Imposter syndrome, as you and I know, you begin to see, oh, you are not good enough, you cannot do this thing. And the voice in your head tells you what make you feel you are qualified enough to go and be doing it. What make you feel you should go and be doing a live broadcast? What do you have? What is making you feel this is the next thing for you to be doing? But I tell you, if you don't listen to those voices, when you don't process it well, it will generate, the imposter syndrome will generate to self-doubt. And you start second-guessing yourself, start doubting every reason why you should do that thing that your God-given ability has given you to do. And when you don't have enough power and enough wisdom to believe that this is possible, this is how we miss out on opportunities. And sometimes let us look at the aspect of resolving our goal conflict. Sometimes you'll be, and sometimes it is based on assumption. You will look at, did God really ask me to do this thing? Oh, my family, I need to take care of my family, and I need to still go ahead and do this broadcast. I need to go and attend to my children. I need to still go out and do this thing. And then we now begin to look how we are sacrificing our family for that very thing that God has called us to do. And many of us are fond, we are fond doing that. We are fond of doing that. That it is the job that God gave us that took us away from serving him. It is because of the job that we are doing. That's why we are not able to pray. That's why we're not able to fast. That's why we're not able to do many things that we're supposed to be doing among the community that God has put us into. Oh, we begin to say, oh, it's because of the family. It's because of the children I have. That's why I'm not able to do this. God did not ask you and I to sacrifice our family for our success or our goals and everything that we want in life to be sacrificed. He designed that business for freedom. What you are doing, he designed that job for freedom. So you should be able to master the system, the strategy, and every help that you need to make sure you are able to still show up for every given opportunity that God brings your way. And you never have any reason to blame anybody for it. I know I'm at the half of the hour, and I'm not going to keep this broadcast too long. I'm going to keep it short. I want to now submit to every one of us as we wrap up on this thing that every good opportunity that God will ever bring your way will never look like opportunity. It will always come with opposition. And it is your internal clarity and with your internal lens and with your internal perspective, your spiritual eyes, that will help you to decipher and be able to defeat every external chaos so that you are in a good ground and you can seize the moment and build what you are called to build. If there's anything you forget in this broadcast, I want you to remember that every good opportunity will always present itself with opposition. And you must learn what it takes to have clarity within you to do or to subdue and defeat the external chaos that is just maneuvering and using every form to just make you feel you are unable to do whatever you have been called to do. I want to encourage you to please seize the moment, leverage on everything that God has given you, and don't ever give the devil any chance to touch you or to play with your mind. May God give you wisdom, and may we be able to show up in everything that God has called us to do so that our life will remain everything that God has called it to be. Thank you very much. Before I wrap up in today's special broadcast, there is something that I want to share with every one of us, which is what that have been going on in my mind, which I believe that every one of us should begin to think about, and we should give opportunity to. I want to give every one of us a chance to see what is possible, because you might be asking, what comes next? What should I do next? How can I make bold? How can I do this? How can I get to that place? You know, that God, what do I need to do next? And where is my place? And I'm praying to God Almighty that God will give you, that God will give you, God will give you the wisdom and the understanding, you know, to be able to do everything that God has put in your heart to do. So this is what I want to quickly do without wasting much time. I have this flyer with me here, and I'm just going to share it with you. And this is a special offer that I want to present for every one of us on this call, that you have an idea. You have been going through different life phases, and you know there's something inside of you that is talking about you being able to process what God has put inside of you, and to do it in such a way that it will bring you to your next phase. I want to drop this with us, and I want to challenge you to take a step, and that is for you to remember this, that God alone deserves everything. So this special broadcast is an opportunity for you to see what you can do better than now. I have a special from idea to income package, which is an opportunity for everybody to step into their purpose, to step into that place where you own your voice, where your voice is no longer hidden, where you step into your authentic real self, and you begin to learn how to take profit from your purpose on that platform that God has given you. And for everyone that desire to know more on how you can get started on this great opportunity, on this great plan, I have a special package for you. And that is what I want to be doing today. I know that a lot is happening out there, and many people are losing their cool. So if you are there and you're watching, and you would like to have access to this special package that I am doing, I would like to send this link. I would like you to use this link, and then please go over. Yeah. And like you to just to process and join your interest, and I will reach out to you immediately. So this is thank you very much. Yeah, just go ahead and click on that link, and you will be able to learn more on how I can help you, how I was able to process my own God-given gift, my own God-given ability, and everything that God put inside of me, how I did not allow it to die, and how God helped me to bring about this great thing that happened to me. So this is where I'm going to be ending the broadcast. I want to thank you very much. I thank you very much for watching and for joining me, and for all the birthday greetings and the celebration. I know there are some hiccups because I tried to make sure my video comes out, but yet I don't know why. I don't know why it refuses to show and load, you know. I couldn't just get to it. So, but here I am. I'm able to end this broadcast, and thank you everyone that joined. I appreciate you, and I'll see you some other time. God bless you, and don't forget to join me this weekend. God bless.